What is going on to you, Sagittarius? So, you Sagittarius have the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, and you Sagittarius have the Two of Wands. So, these three cards right here, let me look at this reading. Very interesting. So, there was somebody that was underplaying your value and made you feel very low, that you got away from. The Wheel of Fortune represents that rat race of this person, being with this person, the ideology that, or the idea that as you are hanging around this person, it just seems like you never did anything right when it comes to trying to get this person to be happy. All it is that they're trying to do, it seemed like, was to bring you down and make you feel like trash, and it became a rat race after a little while. The Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands represents, so the Five of Pentacles, you've made the decision to leave that. You thought that the relationship or a connection with this particular person would have been very much so a good thing, but a lot of you Sagittarians are finding out, or you found out, that it wasn't really what it is that you thought. They weren't really who you thought they were. And the Two of Wands represents, so it created a lot of conflict because of the fact that they turned out to be somebody differently. And this is what I mean when I say you Sagittarius got to be on your P's and Q's, because you can get tricked. Y'all can get played. Y'all can get caught up in some stuff, and this is why it is that you got to be very careful about the quality of the people that you hang around, because it's not about how many people you Sagittarians have hanging around. It's about the quality that you Sagittarius have hanging around. So the Judgment represents, once again, it just seemed like they were hard to please. They were hard to get along with. Conflict, right? The Two of Wands, conflict. You and this person always had an issue, or you had an issue a lot. And it just seemed like this person can pull an issue out of a hat out of nowhere. And the hat came from nowhere. It seemed like the hat came from a pocket. And then when they pulled the issue out of that hat, something out of nothing. But then you, Sagittarius, did what's right for you, and you were the fool. You left. You said, you know what? This relationship doesn't matter anymore, because this is not what it is that you Sagittarius thought this was. So you Sagittarius decided to actually leave these people alone, because a lot of you Sagittarius decided that, you know what, enough was enough. Like, you're done, And then now the King of Pentacles here represents how, so as a result, you're taking care of yourselves. A lot of you Sagittarius are single, but you're on the right track still, because a lot of times people want to get themselves in relationships. Everybody wants to know, when is a relationship coming? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the first thing that we got to learn to start doing is, before we get ourselves in a relationship, is to start taking care of ourselves first and foremost. Nobody wants to ideally be with a bum. Okay? People don't wake up and it's like, oh, I hope I get with a bum. I hope I get with a no good, do nothing individual. Nobody says that. Not even people who play games say that. It's just that people who play games, they want it, but they're scared of it though. But they don't even want that, really. So the Seven of Swords now represents how it is that you're keeping an eye out. You are most definitely starting to keep an eye out for people that all it is that they want to do is just manipulate and lie and cheat all day. They don't actually want to be real. They don't actually want to come clean. They don't actually want to change and do better. They don't want to be better quality people, so that when they do meet you Sagittarius, they're actually who they appear to be, and even To a certain extent, that's true in the sense that they are who they appear to be. That's kind of not true. They're actually better than what they appear. Now, they come off great, but they're better than even what they even appear. So people don't, a lot of you realize that a lot of you Sagittarius realize that a lot of people don't want to do that. So you got to dip whenever it is that you see that they want to be lazy. They want to be intellectually dishonest. That's when you Sagittarius are like, you're on your P's and Q's, and you Sagittarius will leave. The Death card represents a lot of transformation. There's a lot of wealth, you know? And what do you mean? And I know some of you Sagittarius are like, well, what do you mean wealth? A lot of you Sagittarius could be getting your money situation together, taking care of yourself, right? Part of taking care of yourself is your financial situation. But also, you Sagittarius are also wealthy spiritually because you have so much more joy. You don't have to deal with dysfunction and yelling and trying to go back and forth. And that's one thing that a lot of people really don't understand about wealth. Some, people think that wealth only comes down to monetary gain, right? Things that are monetary, finances. But they don't seem to understand that wealth is attained from the overall joy and the overall function, the functional machine that's in your life. Your health is good. Your connection with the divine is good, right? Your family ties are good, or you have a family that you created, right? Whether you birthed them or you created them, or maybe it's your siblings. Maybe it's your own immediate biological family. Joy and wealth and finances and all that stuff. Wealth is an accumulation of all of those things. So the Death card represents wealth. In this particular reading, it represents wealth. It represents you cut those relationships off. And in one particular relationship, you decided to disconnect recently, or fairly recently. But you still feel wealthy because of the fact that you decided to cut them off. You don't have to worry. Once again, you don't have to worry about a dysfunctional person constantly in your ear. Meanwhile, they're bums. And they're not contributing a lot of value to you. Remember, value. They're not contributing or bringing a lot of value to the table that the two of you are supposed to share. What they're doing is they're just in your ear talking trash, and at the same time coming up with excuses or trying to make it look like they're busy. But that's one of the things that a lot of dysfunctional people who be playing games do. They like to always make it seem like they're busy, right? They're doing, and you're not actually seeing any kind of legitimate progress. But a lot of you Sagittarius don't have to deal with that since you cut those dysfunctional people out. The Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles represents a lot of you are open towards meeting someone new. And some of you Sagittarius are even going to approach some people whenever it is that you find what it is that you're looking for, or some people may even be approaching you. You never know. Trying to say what's up to you, Sagittarius. Regardless of whatever you into, regardless of which side you're on. So let's get into some of this stuff. Let's get into the Death card. Two of Cups. You Sagittarius have the King of Pentacles, the Justice, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So, you Sagittarius, the Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles represents, yet again, it needs to be a good connection. They need to value your presence and value what you do bring to the table. Now let's talk about raising your value, Sagittarius. You can raise your value by knowing what you bring to the table. See, this is something that you got to practice. A lot of times when people get asked, well, what do you bring to the table? They get stuck. Duh. the drool. Yo no say, I don't know. It's like, no, you need to know to be able to rattle it off. Oh, I bring this, I bring this, I bring money. Good romantic. I'm a good romantic at heart. I know how to be romantic. Smart, which means I'm resourceful. So I know how to pull a rabbit out of a hat. We'll never go hungry. I'm wealthy. I have family that loves me. A lot of people, I'm popular. These are some of the things that I'm talking about that I have within myself, my own traits. So to raise your value, Sagittarius, you have to be able to know right there, bam, whenever it is that you want it, what you bring to the table, right? And the reason why you want to know that is because, number one, too many people talk about their value, but then they can't actually say what their value is or some of the things that they bring to the table. So you got all these upset people that don't even understand what value actually they really even bring. They're just taking it uber personally or whatnot. Okay? So your presence needs to be valued. And why knowing your value also helps, and most importantly, is so that when a person if a person starts to treat you, Sagittarius, like trash, you can actually walk away because you know the things that you bring to the table. So the Justice and the Ace of Swords now represents, and when you decide to get with them or walk away, it'll be something that you knew about them, because those people, they put in effort to get to know you, or they didn't put in any effort. But either way it goes, it's something that they partially made. You, Sagittarius, can only put in effort that you want to get to know somebody. But if a person does not want to put in effort, you leaving, or I should say more so specifically, because you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands represents when you, Sagittarius, decide to leave a person that isn't putting in any effort, they're going to be upset that you, Sagittarius, decided to stop talking to them. Because nobody wants to hear, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You know, ideally, people don't want to hear, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to hear from you ever again. Ideally speaking, right? You got to go through some stuff before that becomes more easy to the ears to hear. You got to go through some dysfunction. But when you, Sagittarius, if and when you, Sagittarius, meet people and they're not up to par, they're trying to treat you like trash, they're giving you the merry-go-round, they're giving you the runaround, it's difficult to actually get to know them, they're acting like dysfunctional idiots. And when you, Sagittarius, decide to leave them alone, they're not going to like it. But regardless of whether you decide to continue to hang out with them or not, it'll be partially up to them. Because at the end of the day, you, Sagittarius, will be trying to get to know them. If they choose not to put in any effort, what do they think was going to happen? You understand what I'm saying? So the only person that they have to be mad at is themselves, because they had a hand in doing it. But let's clarify this Ace of Swords here. Let's clarify this Ace of Swords here. The King of Wands, the Sun card, Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, and then you have the Ten of Swords. So a lot of you, this is about this person. The King of Wands, some of you, Sagittarius, may be getting to know somebody right now. If any of you, Sagittarius, are getting to know somebody, you have the King of Wands and the Sun card. This person, blatant, straight up, bam, this person is not somebody for you to really get to know long term with. If you decide that you want to get to know them long term, there will be a lot of ups and downs, because the King of Wands and the Sun represents This person may be intelligent, but the King of Wands is this person may be combative, untrusting. You know, they have trust issues. The Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands represents, it does come from a real place why they are untrusting. They've probably had to go through a lot of betrayal in their life. But again, letting you know, if you decide to, if you Sagittarius are mingling with someone, right? You're interacting with them, you're getting to know them. You Sagittarius have to watch out for this person, because this person isn't looking to do you in per se from what it is I'm seeing. I'm just seeing, once again, this person very much so, this person's life is not the easiest. So if you are going to be with them, you need to understand that you are going to have to stick it out, is the point that I'm trying to make. The Ten of Swords, they know what betrayal feels like because they've been there a lot. They know what being at the bottom. Some of them maybe even have ended up homeless, or the threat of homelessness. So just know, Sagittarius, this person may like you a lot, and they may be very serious about being interested in you. It's just that you may, again, you have to stick it out. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm actually at, I'm almost near 11,000 subscribers already. Appreciate it so much. I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I come up on here as much as I possibly could, and I let y'all know how much it is that I appreciate it. Keep coming through for all the Sagittarius. Keep coming through. Get private readings from me, or birth chart readings. I do birth chart readings as well. And we are just going to continue to grow, because I want y'all to be involved. We are going to continue to grow. We are going to continue to do our thing. As the host of this channel, I'm going to go ahead and just continue to expand the channel, make the channel better over time. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Let's get this to 20,000 subs.